Okay, let's be honest. We've all been there. We've all made these mistakes. Today, we're going to fix 5 of the most common grammar mix-ups for good. And look, mastering these isn't just about being a grammar nerd. It's about making everything you write, from a quick text to a big resume, instantly more powerful and professional. You know that feeling, right? That little heart drop when you spot the typo a split second after you hit send? We've all been there. In a world where we're firing off texts and emails all day, being clear is basically a superpower. These little details, they're often the difference between getting your point across and just causing confusion. So here's our game plan. We're going to tackle these 5 common slip-ups one by one. And by the end of this, I promise you'll have a super simple way to get them right every single time. So let's jump right in. First up, the absolute classic, your versus your. This one trips up so many people, but the fix is actually incredibly simple. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Just look at this. One tiny little apostrophe completely changes the meaning. On the left, you're amazing. It's kind of hanging there, right? You're amazing what? Your amazing cat? Your amazing idea? But on the right, you're amazing is a clear, awesome compliment. So here's the secret. Your, with the apostrophe, is just a squished together version of you are. That's it. And the test is foolproof. If you can say you are in the sentence and it still makes sense, then you need to use your. You are amazing. Yep, works perfectly. That little apostrophe is just standing in for the letter A. Now, your, with no apostrophe, is all about ownership. It means something belongs to you. We're talking about your keys, your phone, your next big idea. So unless you're talking about something a person actually has, you're almost certainly looking for your.
All right, let's move on to our next challenge. We're leveling up from a duo to a trio. Let's untangle there, and there. These 3 sound exactly alike, but they all have completely different jobs to do.
Let's just break this down. There points to a place. And here's a cool trick. The word here is hiding inside it, which is a great reminder that it's all about location. There is for possession. It shows something belongs to them. And there, well, that's our old friend, the contraction, just short for they are. On to our third fix, and hey, look who's back, our tricky friend, the apostrophe. This time, it's the classic battle, it's versus its. Now, the rule here is a little weird, a bit counterintuitive, which is exactly why it's such a common mistake. You see this one everywhere, even in really professional writing. The dog wagged its tail. It just feels like it should be right, doesn't it? I mean, we usually use an apostrophe for possession, but this is the big exception to that rule. Here is the only rule you need to remember. It's, with an apostrophe, always and forever means it is. That is its only job. If you can substitute it is into the sentence and it works, like it is a sunny day, then you have to use its. So that means it's, without the apostrophe, gets the job of handling possession for an object or an animal. The dog's tail belongs to it, so it wags its tail. The company and its mission. No apostrophe needed here. It's a weird one, but that's the rule. Okay, on to number 4, the counting conundrum. Are you team fewer or team less? This one has a beautifully simple rule that all comes down to one single question. Can you count it? So take a look at this. I have less apples. It kind of sounds okay when you say it fast, but it's not quite right. And why? Because you can physically count apples. You know, 1 apple, 2 apples, 3 apples. And that, right there, is the golden rule. Fewer is for things you can count one by one. Fewer dollars, fewer people, fewer mistakes. Less is for stuff you can't really count individually, like less time, less water, or less stress. So let's do a quick pop quiz. You're at the grocery store. Do you see less people in front of you or fewer people? Take a second. What do you think? It's fewer people, of course, because you can point to each person and count them. 1, 2, 3. Once you get this rule down, you'll start hearing this mistake everywhere. And here we are, our final fix, the comparison clash, than versus then. A single vowel separates these two, an A or an E, but they live in completely different worlds. One is for comparing things, the other is all about time. Here's the classic mix-up. He is taller than me.
This sentence is trying to make a comparison, but it's accidentally using a time word. It's like you're saying, first, he is taller, and then, me. It just doesn't make any sense.
It's this simple. When you're comparing two things, taller than, faster than, more interesting than, you always use than with an A. Just think, A is for making a comparison, like apples to apples.
And then, with an E, that's your time word. It tells you what happens next in a sequence. Think E is for event. We went to the store, then we went home. First we do this, then we do that.
And that's it. Here is your grammar master key. Let's do a super fast recap. For those contractions, just say the full words out loud. You are, they are, it is. When you're counting, if you can point to each one, use fewer. And for any comparison, it's always then with an A. Easy, right?
Which kind of brings us to a final question to chew on. In our world of emojis and autocorrect, how much does one little apostrophe really matter anymore? Is this all about following strict rules, or is it more about the care we take when we share our ideas with the world? Something to think about. Thanks so much for diving into this with me.